Hey everyone, welcome to The Explainer. So another month, another big drop for Xbox Game Pass. And let me tell you, April 2026 is looking pretty interesting. We've got some huge day one launches, some cool indie titles, so let's just get right into it, right? We'll break down what's new, what's on its way out, and of course, what everyone's saying about it.
So you know the drill. It's the big question we gotta ask every single month. Is Game Pass actually worth it in April 2026? I mean, with this new lineup, is it a must-have? Let's dive in and figure it out together.
All right, first things first. Let's be real. Keeping up with Game Pass can be a lot, right? The source article we're looking at today totally gets it. It's like a revolving door of games, and honestly, trying to keep track of what's coming and what's going can feel like a whole mission in itself.
And hey, that's exactly why we're here. We've done the homework for you. We've sifted through the entire list. We've dug into what people are actually talking about online, and we've boiled it all down. So what's actually important this month? Let's find out.
Okay, let's get right to the good stuff, the main event. We're talking about April's biggest arrivals, the headliners that are generating all the buzz. There are 3 games in particular that everyone seems to be talking about, so let's jump in.
First up, and wow, this is a huge one, Hades 2. It's finally here. After that incredible run in early access that everybody loved, the full 1.0 version is dropping day one on Game Pass on April 14th. Honestly, getting a game this hyped is a massive get for the service. It really shows they're serious about being the place for these major indie launches.
And if that wasn't enough, on the exact same day, April 14th, we're also getting Replaced. Now, this is a game that people have had their eyes on for what feels like forever. And you can see why, right? That art style is just unbelievable. It's got this incredible retro-futuristic vibe. The big question on everyone's mind, though, is simple. Has the long wait been worth it? And to round out this trio of heavy hitters, later in the month on April 28th, we have Aphelion. This one comes from Don't Nod, the studio behind all those amazing choice-based story games. So yeah, if you're a fan of their work, this is absolutely one you've probably been watching like a hawk. So yeah, those are the big 3 that are making all the noise. But trust me, that is not the whole story. There's a bunch more coming to the service this month. So for all of you who want the nitty-gritty details, let's take a look at the complete April lineup.
Okay, so when you look at the full list, what really jumps out is just how much variety there is. I mean, seriously. We've got the big headliners we just talked about, but then you've also got stuff like Barbie Horse Trails, and then on the complete other end of the spectrum, the massive sports game NBA 2K26 dropping early on. Plus, you have these really charming-looking indies like Tiny Bookshop. It's a real mix, covering pretty much every genre and platform you can think of.
All right, but, a list of games is just data, right? What really matters is what you, the actual players, are saying. So what is the community saying? We took a dive into the comments to really get a feel for the reactions to this April lineup.
And a lot of people seem pretty happy. We're seeing a lot of comments like this one from J_Money, who says, Hades 2, Replaced, and Aphelion, for me, solid month. And that really sums up a big part of the sentiment. A lot of folks are looking at those 3 big games and thinking, yeah, this is a really strong month.
But it's not all just straightforward hype. There's also this feeling of, well, cautious optimism, you could call it. This comment from Lamageddon really nails it. Hoping Replaced has been worth the wait. I'm loving its artistic direction. And that's especially true for a game like Replaced, right? It's been in the oven for a while, so people are super hopeful, but, they're waiting to actually play it before they pass final judgment.
Of course, not everyone is sold on this lineup. We definitely saw comments like this one from Solid Snake, who just comes right out and says, my God, it's not looking optimistic, is it? And that's a valid take, too. For some players, those 3 big headliners just aren't enough to carry the whole month. It's a good reminder that, not everyone is going to be thrilled with the overall list.
Okay, so this brings us to the less fun part, the essential housekeeping. The crucial thing to remember with Game Pass is that when new games come in, some old ones have to go out. It's kind of the circle of life for these subscription services, right? It really drives home that you're kind of renting these games. You got to be smart about what you play and when.
So let's get specific. Early in April, 5 games are leaving Game Pass. That's a fact. So my advice, if any of the games on the chopping block are on your to-play list, well, the clock is officially ticking. You might want to bump those up your priority list.
And here's what you really need to know. It's not just those 5 games. Around the middle of the month, they're going to announce a whole other batch of games that are leaving. It just goes to show how you got to stay on your toes with this service. The big takeaway here is pretty simple.
If there's a game you're in the middle of, or one you've been meaning to start, you need to keep an eye on those announcements. You don't want to get caught off guard and have it disappear from your library.
So, there you have it. That's the full picture for Xbox Game Pass in April 2026. We've got 3 huge headliners, a really interesting and diverse mix of other games, and yeah, a community that's got plenty to say about all of it. So after breaking all that down, I guess there's only one question left to ask, and it's for you. What are you going to be playing first?